Tony Flowers at adfreeshows.com. In my sobriety, especially initially, I found it difficult to do the things I only used to do when I was high. Between the trigger aspect of it and also just never experiencing it sober, it was hard for me. How did you feel performing for the first time after getting clean? Was it difficult for you or just like riding a bike? Thanks, Dogg.
So yeah, great question, man, and I love it because I relate to it because it has to do with your quitting, altering your mind, you know what I mean, and living your life in a normal fashion like that everyday people do. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. That was crazy to me. Nowadays it's normal to me, but living like that was crazy to me. So look, when I started wrestling and doing the thing again in 2015, I thought, well, I'm as good as I ever was once, whatever that that song is by whatever the guy's name
Good
is.
as I once was?
Yeah.
Not as good once as I ever was?
Yeah, I'm really getting there, ain't I? You know, that song by that one guy.
The
guy with the legs.
You, though?
The guy with the legs. You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Speaking Dogg now. I like this.
Yeah. And so so there was an anxiety. But at this point, because and look, that's fear. That's made up in your head. That's not real. But so I had come to that conclusion already because I'd been sober a few years, and so I'd come to the conclusion like, okay, this is normal to have some anxiety, and I can talk myself down off the ledge too. I can ask for help. I can talk to somebody, or inside my own head, I can go, hey, this is fear that doesn't really exist, and I'm pretty good at what I do, and so let's just hit my music and get out there and do it. You know what I mean? And I would just do it, and I would do it naturally, and it felt more rewarding than being high and not remembering anything, and you just get by. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I sometimes hearken back to, and I talk about not having any regrets, because I do believe that we're exactly where we're supposed to be, doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing, and so I had to go through that to get to here. But I just I forgot where I was going with that. Do you remember?
You're talking about doing this sober for the first time and experiencing it, being able to remember it. So,
and I can talk
anxiety.
I can talk through my issue before I go out there and kind of control. I can only control me, so I can control that anxiety a little bit, and even through the anxiety, sober, I was thinking about things to say throughout the week. When I was high, I would just get there and go, okay, what are we doing? Okay, I'll see you out there. And just go and say a bunch of crap. But then I was thinking about it, and I was being purposeful with things. And I just wish I would have wrestled my whole career not stoned. You know what I mean? Like we said earlier, and I don't even know if it was on this podcast, but Sami Zayn texted me a picture and said, Road Dogg admits he wrestled high with The Rock and Stone Cold. And I'm like, yeah, I wrestled high with about 90 other people on that same roster too. Did you not want to mention them? It was just who I was and how I was, and I wish I hadn't have been that way, but I was, and so here I am. But that's my thing, is like, man, could I have, if I would have thought about stuff and given a crap about any of this, could I have been better than I was? And I mean, I feel like I gotta say yes, but I don't know the answer to that. You know what I mean?